going.
It is, and here is Larch got it. Active three, looks good in.
Wow. On tip. Morgan fires it cross court. Potter's three. Good.
Oh, and the crowd goes wild.
Back to real. One off the nice pass, and Robinson with the basket. Backer on the drive. Good. That's his game. Defenders. Oh, Kia Warwicks. Nice steal. Huge steal by Warwicks.
As we're here tonight for the second game of the semifinals in the girls 15th Region OA Classic, and this game will feature Shelby Valley and Paintsville. And Charlie, Shelby Valley got a bye in the first game.
Right.
Betsy Lane had to opt out of the tournament, and Paintsville got here by beating Jenkins 58-46.
You know, Jenkins gave them a run for their money last night. You know, of course, the Paintsville, a very young team, starting a lot of freshmen out there, but they're talented.
Right.
We'll see how it's going to work out. Of course, Shelby Valley coming in with talent and experience.
Well, they have, and some big size in the middle, and like you said, they've got. Lost her name. Zoe Johnson.
Zoe Johnson, yeah.
Just I think she's a freshman,
yep.
And she's starting for center. And you know, she played a whole lot in when she was an 8th grader last year. Of course, you know, you got Cassidy Rowe. You know, it seemed like she's been here forever, and she's just a junior herself.
She's just a junior. You got Alyssa Ellswick also, who's just a junior. So they're going to return
Lacey Johnson.
but they're going to bring a lot of these kids back again next season, as they've been playing well. And this team has been really kind of done that all year. Have 7th and 8th graders coming up and become really good, play for 4 years, and then got another bunch coming up right behind them. So they've got a lot of talent stuck over there.
Well, they have, and like you said, Paintsville, young team, they had a big lead other night against Jenkins. Jenkins got pretty hot there in that second half, and had the lead down to about 5 points, I think, at one time. It looked like Paintsville, where they got the short bench and they're young, you know, might have run out a little bit of stamina and stuff, but you know, they was able to hang on for the win and get here to the semifinal game.
They did, you know, and it's a big win for them coming in, you know, and interesting matchup here tonight. These two teams, of course, Paintsville's won it, I think we said 5 times, and Shelby Valley's won it 3.
Right.
And so, you know, you got a lot of history right there in the All-A.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Paintsville and Allen Central, who's no longer in existence, leads with the most wins at 5, you know, for the girls OA tournament. So, like you said, the Paintsville program's been here many times. You know, it's different right now. You know, they won the 15th region here a couple years ago, and it's been rebuilding effort ever since.
Yes, and you know, and Shelby Valley's been right there in there the last few years. Of course, Pikeville's been really good the last few years. Matter of fact, Pikeville won the last 2 15th regions, and that's part of, you know, Shelby Valley's been right there with them.
They have, and there's, like you said, they got a lot of players coming back. So, and what time we're on here, we'd like to remind everyone that they can watch this game on WPRG Channel 5 and HD 105. Also on WPRG.TV, WPRG.TV Facebook page, and also YouTube page. And you can also listen to WXLR 104.9 and WXKZ 105.3. So we encourage everyone to either tune in to radio or get your Facebook page up, YouTube page, watch the TV. And if you're on Facebook or YouTube, you know, like and share and let us know where you're watching from. We always like to comment different places. We had some people watching from New Mexico in the last game, also from Georgia, Ohio,
yep.
Just several different places. So we like to, you know, let everybody know where they're coming from. So we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
It's here, 2021. Just like you, Walters Mitsubishi is celebrating the 3 truckloads of new Mitsubishis that just arrived. Shop our entire inventory at waltersmm.com.
Remember, when others won't, Walters will. Would you rather pay $650 or $66 for a smartphone? Simple. With the Appalachian Advantage plan. Pay less up front and then just a few dollars more every month. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
For nearly 20 years, Jeff Coleman and the folks at City Tire have served the automotive needs of those in Pike and surrounding counties. City Tire has moved to a bigger and better location on South Mayo Trail across from Pikeville Florist. We still offer competitive prices on Cooper, Firestone, Michelin, Goodyear, Bridgestone, Nexen, BFG, and Continental tires. City Tire also offers wheel alignments, custom exhaust, oil changes, and much more. Take advantage of our brake special now starting at only $79.95. Call City Tire at 606-437-3005. City Tire, 110 Freddie Lane, just off South Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
Hi, Big Blue fans, I'm Dave Baker, and you know, I know a little something about great teams and their starting five. Now, the team at Total Pharmacy Care has 5 locations to serve you. We're talking Pikeville and Phelps and Belfry, Prestonsburg, and Martin. No cards, candies, or perfume, just a team of pharmacists dedicated to filling your prescriptions and getting it right. Tell your doctor to send your prescriptions to Total Pharmacy Care. It's not just a name, it's a promise.
The right place, the right time, the right people, the right size. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
BB's Smokehouse and Pub in Pikeville is now open for dine-in and takeout. Check out our Facebook page for daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. BB's Smokehouse and Pub specializes in only the finest hickory smoked meats and highest quality steaks. If you're looking for a friendly atmosphere where you're more than a customer, then BB's is the place to be. BB's Smokehouse and Pub, located at 130 Mayo Circle, just off US 23 South Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
Welcome back to Appalachian Wireless Arena. We're just a few minutes away from tip for a second game tonight. It'll be the Paintsville Tigers and the Shelby Valley Wildcats.
And the winner of this one will meet Pikeville, who defeated Prestonsburg in their earlier game tonight. If you missed that, as Pikeville had the big 29-point second quarter and never looked back, they end up being a running clock at the end of the game. So they look pretty sharp tonight.
I think they've looked sharp both nights. Had a couple breakdowns in that first game, still ended up winning pretty big with this one tonight. I mean, they just walked away with it.
Yeah, they did. Prestonsburg I think it was within 4 points at the end of the first quarter, but that was close as they got from there on. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everyone that tonight's game is brought to you by Community Trust Bank, MineShaft Harley-Davidson, BB's Smokehouse and Pub, Attorney John Earl Hunt, Frontier Medical Group, City Tire and Auto Service Center, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Total Pharmacy Care, Attorney Ray Jones, Walters Mazda Mitsubishi, Big Sandy RIAC, Mann Toyota of Prestonsburg, Intermountain Cable, Gearheart Security, Coalfields Telephone, Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky, and Appalachian Wireless.
Appreciate those fine folks allowing us to be here. Appreciate the people out there that are watching on all of our networks out there. Watch us on WPRG.TV Facebook, WPRG.TV, on the WPRG Channel 5 and 105 HD. You can listen to us on WXLR, WXKZ 104.5 and 104.9. And you can also, let's see, I'm missing one. I'm missing YouTube.
YouTube page.
Don't forget about YouTube. And if you're watching us on YouTube and Facebook, please like and share and comment, because we will give you shout-outs all through the night here tonight.
Yes, we had some good people sharing with us here in that first game. Like I said earlier, you know, coming from several different states, New Mexico, Ohio, Wisconsin was in there, so and then a lot of local folks too. You know, I know with the pandemic going on, a lot of people, you know, don't feel safe yet to come out. We understand that. That's the reason we're here, trying to bring all this live to you, so you can be in the safety of your home and watch these games. We like to be able to bring those to you, and we'll be right back here next week when the boys will have their tournament starting Monday. I think that goes Monday through Friday maybe, and so we'll be right back here then. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, championship game here with the girls. So we appreciate everyone listening and watching in on us.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good tournament. It's going to be a good game here tonight, and it'll be a great championship game tomorrow night.
Yes, and you know, the folks here at the Expo Center or the arena now,
yeah.
Appalachian Wireless Arena, Charlie had the manager on earlier, and then also Larry is the head of
Larry's the assistant manager and head, you know, and basically operations manager of the arena.
Right, and for folks that may be thinking about coming out and watching some of the games, you know, they spray the arena, you know, before the games, and after the first game's over with, they clear the arena out and also do their spraying again and try to make it just as safe as they can. They got just one person at a time into the concession, so they're doing everything they can, you know, to be able to stay open and bring these tournament games to you.
All right, we'll take one more break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups on the Intermountain Sports Network.
And I represent people who've been injured through no fault of their own. Some law firms advertise with gimmicks and catchy jingles. Why? The real question is, what kind of results have they obtained for their clients? How many cases have they tried? And what were the results of those trials? Because trust me, insurance companies know the answers to those questions. Helping injured people, it's what we do. Because the lawyer you choose does matter. I'm trial attorney Ray Jones.
Come see the lineup of all new 2021 Harleys at MineShaft Harley-Davidson in Pikeville.
I made straight A's. I was a cheerleader. I had a decent growing up. I feel like it was just out drinking with friends, and then it turned from drinking to smoking weed, then doing pills. It just progressed. And I just said enough is enough, and I didn't want to live that life anymore. There's hope for everyone. Today, I can be an employee, I can be a mother, I can be a genuine person today. All those things I couldn't be before.
There is hope. There is help. Frontier Behavioral Health.
Buying a home. It's likely the largest purchase you'll ever make. And choosing a bank is one of your most important decisions. Choose wisely. Choose Community Trust Bank to get you home. With over a century of mortgage experience, we're committed to the highest standards of personalized service. For strengths only a community bank can offer, look to Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena for basketball action. The final semifinal game of the night, which will be the Paintsville Tigers taking on the Shelby Valley Wildcats for the chance to play in the championship game against Pikeville tomorrow night, Larry.
You're right, and it's time for the starting lineup. We're going to send it down to the PA announcer.
Auto dealerships, thank you for your support of the All-A. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. Let's meet our starting lineups for our second semifinal game. First up, the Lady Cats of Shelby Valley. Starting at guard, number 22, Lacey Johnson. At forward, number 3, Alyssa Ellswick. At guard, number 5, Cassidy Rowe. At forward, number 25, Zoe Johnson. And at guard, number 1, Kyra Lee, the Lady Cats. Shelby Valley is led by head coach Lonnie Gutto Rowe. Now for the Paintsville Lady Tigers. Starting at guard, number 1, Cameron Elton. At guard, number 5, Ava Iden. At guard, number 10, Callie McKay. At guard, number 22, Leandra Bernouts. And at forward, number 23, Emily Reese, the Lady Tigers. Paintsville is led by head coach Les Trimble.
And that's the starting lineups of tonight's second game as teams with their coaches getting their final instructions. Shelby Valley breaks the huddle, now moves to center court as well as Paintsville. No jump ball. You have a coin toss before the game. It looks like Paintsville has won that toss, and they will have the basketball to start the ball game. And they'll bring it in. That's Helton with it. Looks like Shelby Valley's coming out in some pressure, all court pressure. Here's Helton. Gets it down to Hayden. Hayden drives the lane, kicks it back out to Helton. Here's the three-point shot up short. That is Canute out of bounds, and it'll go over to Shelby Valley.
Shelby Valley's first offensive possession of the tournament here tonight. They got the opening round bye.
And into the front court comes Rowe. Goes down on the side. That's Looney. And back to Looney, back to Rowe. Here's Ellswick on the drive. Cuts off on the baseline. Gives it inside. Kicks back out. Three in the air. No good, but Looney rebound, fought for, and come out with Shelby Valley. Rowe with it. Ellswick down inside, and beautiful move up by Zoe Johnson, the freshman. Shelby Valley breaks out on top, 2-0. Here's Canute with it into the front court for the Tigers. Looks like Shelby Valley is going to be man-to-man. Or maybe that's I
think it's just a soft man-to-man.
Yeah, I think it is, because if you're outside, they're laying back into the circle. Here's Canute with it. Gives that on top to McKay. Back to Helton. Helton drives, kicks it in the corner. Three in the air, no good. And rebound comes off to Shelby Valley. Quickly up court, here's Ellswick going to the bucket. Gives Zoe Johnson up and in. Zoe Johnson 4, Paintsville nothing.
Yeah.
Lady Tigers comes into front court. Canute handling the basketball over on the right side. Comes to the jump circle, now hands it off to Helton. Helton works it over to McGahey. Working around Canute. Into the corner it'll go. Drive on the baseline. And Hayden shot no good. Rebound comes off to Ellswick. Gives it over to Rowe quickly up court, and losing out of bounds is number 1, Looney.
First turnover of the night.
I think she took her eye off that one. The only thing she had to do was catch that one and lay it in.
Lay it in, yeah, it was a layup. 2-2-1 press by Shelby Valley.
Priest steps out. Brings it in. That was Canute. Back to Priest. Back over now to Helton. Shelby Valley in the 2-2-1 full court pressure. Paintsville finally breaks it. Gets it into the front court. Pass comes across and some contact there. Nothing called as Hayden shot no good. Rebound comes off Valley into the front court. Here's a three in the air. No good by Looney. Paintsville comes off with the rebound. That's Helton with it. Drives to the bucket, puts it up, and rolls off. Misses the layup. Ellswick comes out. She's on a break, 1-on-1. Down the left side, up and no good. Rebound comes off. That's Rowe with it. Kicks it over in the corner. Ellswick 3. Count it.
So Alyssa Ellswick moves from center to forward and hits a 3.
Yes, it is. And we've got a quick timeout by Paintsville. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So we'll stay right here with it.
7 rebounds for Shelby Valley right now, only 1 for Paintsville. 2 offensive rebounds for the Wildcats as well. Big start for them here in this ball game, Larry, up 7-0 with 5:02 to go in the first quarter.
Yes, it is.
We've got a Shelby Valley player down, too, being looked at on the sidelines there. And let's see. That looks like that. Is that Lacey Johnson? No, that's
Looney.
Looney, yep. Kyra Looney being taken to the locker room.
Well, they just take her to the end of the bench.
Into the bench, okay. Going to bring they got the paramedics here to take a look at her.
Yes.
Hope everything's okay with that young lady.
Yes. Just went to the floor in front of the bench during the timeout. We're back to action now as the basketball comes into Canute for Paintsville. She'll bring it into the front court on the left side. Working and gives it over. That's Helton with it. Helton drives down the right side, cut off, back on top to Canute. Around the top of the circle, inside it to go. Priest up, no good. Shot blocked out of bounds.
Well, good defense that time by the Wildcats.
Helton would step out of bounds, trigger the basketball in. She's looking, brings it in. Working it around the top of the circle, back out to Canute. Canute drives down the right side, down the lane, and might have got away with travel, lost the basketball anyway. Comes up Shelby Valley Road down to Ellswick, puts it up and in, a little 6-foot jumper on the baseline. 9-0 with 4:11 here in the first quarter. Shelby Valley with the lead. Paintsville working it around. Here's Priest with it. Gives it over to Helton. Helton drives, and that's cut off. Still on the dribble, gives it into the corner, takes it back, and it's going to be fouled.
We'll get a foul on Ellswick, looks like. Let's see. Nope, it'll be on, let's see, Jazzy Mead into the ball game, gets her first foul.
And the basketball here to come into Priest. 3 in the air. Hayden knocks it down. First bucket for Shelby, or excuse me, for Paintsville. 9-3 now.
Shot up and good.
Shot no good. Paintsville has the basketball. Here's Helton bringing it into the front court. She works down the right side. Ball knocked loose and picked up by Johnson. And Shelby Valley's on the run. Cassidy Rowe with it. Free throw line extended. Shot no good. Rebound not being able to control Paintsville. And it goes down inside. Zoe Johnson puts it up and in. Paintsville working into the front court with it. Here's Canute. On top to Helton. Works down the right side into the corner. Now comes back out on top. That's Hayden with it. Hayden works down the right side and hands off to Helton. Top of the circle. Back over to Hayden inside the three-point line. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes off Shelby Valley. Cassidy Rowe out in front. Ellswick to the bucket. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Looks like that foul is going to be on Mulcahy.
Mulcahy, that's her first.
Her first, team's first. And 2 shots coming for Ellswick.
Be the first free throws of the night.
Yep.
And Ellswick's first one's no good. She'll have one more. Looks like we've got, was that number 4 coming in, Abby Maynard for Paintsville. Ellswick's second free throw up, no, so no good. Rebound comes off to Hayden. She'll give it over to Canute. Canute brings it into the front court for the Lady Tigers down the right side. Now she backs it out, looking for a screen. Now she waves her off and takes it down, hands it off. That's number 11. Is that 11? Don't have an 11. Number 4, I'm sorry. Number 4, Abby Maynard, and we've got a timeout. 11-3, Shelby Valley with 1:58 left first quarter. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
It's here, 2021. Just like you, Walters Mitsubishi is celebrating the 3 truckloads of new Mitsubishis that just arrived. And listen to this price. A new 2021 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, save $3,700 when you buy it for $22,350. Choose any remaining 2020 model on the lot and get low financing and huge discounts for pre-owned. Shop our entire inventory at waltersmm.com. In 2021, just remember,
when others won't, Walters will.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Total Pharmacy Care.
For years, customers have known that Total Pharmacy puts your health above all else. That's why they don't sell cards or candy or perfume. Their entire focus is on filling your prescriptions and making sure you understand your medication. And in keeping with that promise, all the lobbies will be closed for your safety during the increase of COVID-19 cases. Please use the drive-through, curb service, or delivery service at your convenience. 5 locations: Martin, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Belfry, and Phelps. Total Pharmacy Care.
You're on the move every day. You're mobile, and so is Community Trust Bank. Now, you've got one-touch access to your accounts. No need to remember or update passwords. Make a deposit with a click, not a pen. No deposit slip and no line. And get that morning cup of joe without the hassle, without the wait. Community Trust Bank is dedicated to making your banking experience secure, fast, and easy. Don't wait. Go mobile with Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a brand new phone but really don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front for it? Then Appalachian Wireless has the deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $400 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front, then a few bucks more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. 11-3, Shelby Valley on top of Paintsville here, Larry.
And Shelby Valley have the basketball out of the timeout. Got number 2, that's Jazz Mead into the lineup now for Shelby Valley. Ellswick, cross comes over to Rowe, kicks it back over to Ellswick, puts it on the floor, into the lane, shot up, no good. Zoe Johnson clears the board, puts it up and in. Zoe Johnson already with 8 points, 8 of the 13.
10-1 rebound advantage for Shelby Valley right now.
Well, and here's Hayden, works it over. That's Priest at the top of the circle. Over to Helton. Canute with it. Back to Priest on top of the circle. Down in the corner, it'll go to Helton. Helton kicks it back out on top to Hayden. Paintsville trying to spread the floor and looks to get something in the middle. Shelby Valley defense very tight right now.
Shelby Valley's just not, they're giving them the three-pointer if they want to shoot it.
Yes, Helton. Into the corner it'll go. Now that's Canute. Back out on top to Helton. We're 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. 13-3. Paintsville with only one field goal. As the three-point shot by Hayden. Canute back out on top. Working around now. Down the right side, that's Helton, and look like they're just going to kill and wait for the last shot. Now they try to go inside, and pass picked off. Rowe into the front court for Shelby Valley. Hesitation, dribble to the bucket, up, no good. Rebound comes off to Paintsville's Helton. It's knocked out of bounds, here to stay with the Lady Tigers with 13.9 seconds left.
That was a good trip down the floor for Paintsville. Getting a stop.
Yes. Shelby Valley's going to get in the 2-2-1 full court pressure. And Paintsville's having trouble. Now they get it over. That's Canute. Got 3 seconds, and knocked out of bounds with 1.3 seconds left. So,
and I tell you what, that might have been out of bounds on Hayden because she was knocking that away from Cassidy Rowe.
And here's a long shot, Hayden, and no good at the buzzer. End of one. It's 13-3. Shelby Valley over Paintsville. We'll be back for second quarter action. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
As a child, I was raised like in a normal home. I had hopes and dreams to be something.
But it wasn't until I finally got into a program and I just said enough is enough, and I didn't want to live that life anymore.
It was other addicts that had gotten clean and changed their lives that invited me into their life. They showed me what it was to have compassion.
There is hope. There is help. Frontier Behavioral Health.
The right place, the right time, the right people, the right size. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Ring at 13-3. Shelby Valley with the lead here in the last semifinal of the night, Larry.
And looks like Paintsville will have the basketball out of the timeout starting the second quarter, and Paintsville having problems just getting an open shot right now, Charlie.
Shelby Valley's come out and played some good defense.
They have.
And they've rebounded the ball. They've got 10 rebounds. They lead the rebounding 10-2, and they have got 3 offensive rebounds.
I'd like to encourage everyone to like and share if you're watching on Facebook. Let us know where you're at. As Paintsville's working it, here's Canute with it. Gets a screen to top of circle from Priest, but she couldn't get it open. Now she goes in the corner and gets it. Hayden back to Canute. Into the corner it'll come. There's a 3 up and nice. Good. Mulcahy.
Yep.
Callie McCahey. And Paintsville 2 field goals, both of them's 3-pointers now. 13-6. 7:15 here in the first half as Rowe works at top of circle. Free throw line extended shot, air ball, no good, out of bounds to Paintsville.
You know, Paintsville's been playing some better defense here in the last few minutes too.
They have. We've got a viewer from West Virginia, Charlie.
There you go.
Paintsville has it now. That's Helton bringing it into the front court for the Lady Tigers. And she'll work it over to Canute. Canute cross to Priest. Back to Canute. She puts the dribble down. Now he works it into Priest. And it's going to be blocked by, no, got a foul over here on the side by Zoe Johnson.
Yep, that's had one official say you had your hands up and it was good, and the other says it's a foul.
Yes.
Be the team's second first on Zoe Johnson. And Dodo Rowe over explaining his dismay over the call.
And Emily Priest will be at the line for 2 free throws, misses the first. 6:49 left here in the first half. It's 13-6. Shelby Valley over Paintsville. Flat Gap, Johnson County watching in. As Priest misses both free throws, Shelby Valley has it now. Rowe with it into the front court. She'll work over to the left side as that's number 2. That's Meade into the lineup.
Yep.
They work it down. Ailes back over. Rowe, 3. Count it.
Cassidy Rowe, first basket.
And it's 16-6, 10-point lead, Shelby Valley. Paintsville with it in the front court. That's Helton with it. She'll give it over to Mulcahy. Works over to Hayden. Hayden works to the circle. Now looking for help. Priest, three, high arcer off the back of the rim, no good. Johnson comes off the rebound for Shelby Valley. Gives it over to Rowe. Quickly into the front court. Into the corner to Meade. Ellswick back out to Rowe. And they work it around quickly in time to Zoe Johnson. Good defense that time for Priest. And here's the ball taken away from Paintsville. And here is Canute to the bucket. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Helton. Mulcahy, three, no good. Rowe with it. And Ellswick out in front of everybody goes in, puts it up off the bucket. No good. Try the reverse layup. Paintsville with it. Canute with it. And here's stop, pop, three-point shot, no good by Helton. Rebound comes off Shelby Valley. We've got a lot of action down the floor now. And here it goes over to Ellswick. Back over into the corner, baseline jumper, no good. Zoe Johnson working the board, puts it up and in.
Zoe Johnson in double figures.
And we have a timeout.
5 minutes to play, 18 in the first quarter, or first half, 18-6 Shelby Valley's Intermountain Sports Network.
Pub in Pikeville is now open for dine-in and takeout. Check out our Facebook page for daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. BB Smokehouse and Pub specializes in only the finest hickory smoked meats and highest quality steaks. If you're looking for a friendly atmosphere where you're more than a customer, then BB's is the place to be. BB's Smokehouse and Pub, located at 130 Mayo Circle, just off US 23 South Mayo Trail in Pikeville. Come see the lineup of all new 2021 Harleys at MineShaft Harley-Davidson in Pikeville.
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. 18-6, Shelby Valley with the lead, but Paintsville starting to settle in a little bit.
They have. Only got 2 field goals so far, but they've been able to work the ball, and they picked it up on the defensive end.
Yes, they have.
As Helton brings it into the front court for the Lady Tigers, works over to the right side, and dribble down the sideline, hands it off. Now here's Canute with it. Canute on the dribble, and she's looking to take her defender to the bucket, and pass is knocked down by Rowe and stolen by Meade. Back to Rowe into the front court, cross court, inside, put it up and in Ellswick.
7 for Ellswick.
And it's 20-6 now. 4:15 left here in the first half. Shelby Valley with the big lead. Paintsville working. Here's Helton with it. Helton works at the jump circle, now kicks it over on right side to Canute. Canute brings top circle, bounces floor, gives it over to Hayden, down in the corner to go Helton. Back on top, that's number 4, Abby Maynard into the ball game. Here's Helton, puts the dribble down, kicks it over, and Hayden look for a 3, puts it on the floor, takes it to the bucket, no good. Rebound comes off to Ellswick. She puts it on the floor now, holds it up, gets it over to her guard, Cassidy Rowe. Roll down into the corner, back out on top. Inside they'll go to Ellswick, shot up and good. Paintsville just doesn't have anybody with the size to take care of Zoe Johnson and Ellswick, Charlie.
I tell you what, that's going to be a tough matchup for anybody.
You're right.
Pike will become the closest.
Canute with it working into front court, gives it over to Hayden. Back out on top, it'll come to Helton. Maynard with it. Works over now to Hayden. Hayden cross court over. 3-point shot up. Good. And that's Abby Maynard onto the board. And Tigers with 3 field goals, all of them 3-pointers, 9 points, 22-9. Valley working into the front court. And here's Ellswick off the baseline, shot no good. Rebound comes off to Maynard. Maynard with it across the timeline, gives it over to Canute. That's McGahee. Now it comes back over to Canute. Helton, Canute, top of the circle. Paintsville with all 5 players outside the three-point arc, Charlie. Trying to leave that middle open to get a drive or looking for the three-point shot. As Hyden has it, kicks it down the end of the corner to Helton. It'll come on top to Abby Maynard. There's Helton with it. She kicks it cross court, top of the circle now, Canute. Being very patient with it this time. Here's a break to the bucket and shot no good. Battle for the rebound, and Hyden comes up with her own rebound, puts it on the floor, under, no good, but she's fouled. Good hustle that time by Hyden. Ava Hyden. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. First one's up and good. 22-10. Paintsville still does not have a 2-point bucket here in the first half, Charlie.
You're right.
Zoe Johnson back into the lineup for Shelby Valley. Ava Hilton bounces that one off. No good. Rebound comes off to Shelby Valley's 22, Lacey Johnson. Quickly into the front court, and they'll give it to Johnson. And a little left-hand hook, or right-hand hook, excuse me, on the baseline, no good. Rebound comes off to Paintsville. Helton with it into the front court. Tries to drive the lane, kicks it over. Rowe gets her hands on it. She steals it. It's 1-on-1. Rowe and Canute takes it to the bucket. Rowe misses it. Rebound comes off. That was number 2, Meade with it, but it's stolen. Into the front court comes Paintsville with it. Priest, Canute, 3, high arcer, no good, off the front of the rim. Rebound comes off to Shelby Valley. That's Meade with it. She walks it into the front court now. She'll do some point guard duties as Cassidy Rowe sets up down on the right side. They working it around the circle. Looks like Kyra Looney back into the ball game, Charlie, as Rowe's three-pointer comes off no good. Abby Maynard with the, Maynard with the rebound. Into the front court she comes, still on the dribble, tries to kick it over, and a save by Helton. We got 35 seconds here in the second quarter. 22-10, Shelby Valley with the big lead. Works over to Canute. Canute waving the screen off. She's at the top of the circle now. Works it to the right side. We're down to 15 seconds. They try to go into Priest, and it's stolen. Into the front court comes Rowe. We're under 10 seconds. 5 inside. Johnson puts it up and in. Zoe Johnson. And let's see. They get the last shot off. No good. And at the end of the first half, it's 24-10. Shelby Valley over Paintsville. So we'll send it back to station. Be back shortly with some halftime stats and comments. This is the Girls All-A Classic on the Intermountain Sports Network.
I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
For nearly 20 years, Jeff Coleman and the folks at City Tire have served the automotive needs of those in Pike and surrounding counties. City Tire has moved to a bigger and better location on South Mayo Trail across from Pikeville Florist. We still offer competitive prices on Cooper, Firestone, Michelin, Goodyear, Bridgestone, Nexen, BFG, and Continental tires. City Tire also offers wheel alignments, custom exhaust, oil changes, and much more. Take advantage of our brake special now starting at only $79.95. Call City Tire at 606-437-3005. City Tire, 110 Freddie Lane, just off South Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
I'm trial attorney Ray Jones, and I represent people who've been injured through no fault of their own. Some law firms advertise with gimmicks and catchy jingles. Why? The real question is, what kind of results have they obtained for their clients? How many cases have they tried? And what were the results of those trials? Because trust me, insurance companies know the answers to those questions. Helping injured people, it's what we do. Because the lawyer you choose does matter. I'm trial attorney Ray Jones.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
Buying a home. It's likely the largest purchase you'll ever make. And choosing a bank is one of your most important decisions. Choose wisely. Choose Community Trust Bank to get you home. With over a century of mortgage experience, we are committed to the highest standards of personalized service. For strengths only a community bank can offer, look to Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Come see the lineup of all new 2021 Harleys at MineShaft Harley-Davidson in Pikeville. BB's Smokehouse and Pub in Pikeville is now open for dine-in and takeout. Check out our Facebook page for daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. BB's Smokehouse and Pub specializes in only the finest hickory smoked meats and highest quality steaks. If you're looking for a friendly atmosphere where you're more than a customer, then BB's is the place to be. BB's Smokehouse and Pub, located at 130 Mayo Circle, just off US 23 South Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
I made straight A's. I was a cheerleader. I had a decent growing up. I feel like it was just out drinking with friends, and then it turned from drinking to smoking weed, then doing pills. It just progressed. And I just said enough is enough, and I didn't want to live that life anymore. There's hope for everyone. Today, I can be an employee, I can be a mother, I can be a genuine person today. All those things I couldn't be before.
There is hope. There is help. Frontier Behavioral Health.
Welcome back to Prestonsburg Wireless Arena. We're at the half of tonight's second game between Shelby Valley and Paintsville. Shelby Valley's got the 24-10 lead. And Charlie, tell us how we got here.
Yeah, Paintsville trying to slow the game down a little bit, and because they're struggling in the paint with Shelby Valley, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. They've held the scoring down. We'll go over Paintsville first. They've had 13 points or 10 points in the first half. 4 of those for Ava Hayden, 3 for Kaylee Mulcahy, 3 for Abby Maynard, and that's it. That's the 10 points in scoring for the Tigers. Tigers have 5 turnovers. They've had 9 rebounds. Shelby Valley, on the other hand, led by Zoe Johnson's 12 and Alyssa Ellswick's 9, and 3 for Cassidy Rowe for their 24 points. 3 turnovers by the Wildcats, but 18 rebounds, Larry. That's a big number inside on the rebounding.
Well, they've got the height advantage on Paintsville, and like you said, Coach Les Trimble, he's clearing the middle at most of the time there in that second quarter. When they had the basketball, they had all 5 players outside the three-point arc trying to get a screen for a three-pointer or a break to the bucket or a drive, and got a couple of shots out of it, but Shelby Valley's had some pretty good defense to answer that. So we're going to send it back to the station. We'll be back shortly for the start of tonight's second half. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
20 years, Jeff Coleman and the folks at City Tire have served the automotive needs of those in Pike and surrounding counties. City Tire has moved to a bigger and better location on South Mayo Trail across from Pikeville Florist. We still offer competitive prices on Cooper, Firestone, Michelin, Goodyear, Bridgestone, Nexen, BFG, and Continental tires. City Tire also offers wheel alignments, custom exhaust, oil changes, and much more. Take advantage of our brake special now starting at only $79.95. Call City Tire at 606-437-3005. City Tire, 110 Freddie Lane, just off South Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
The right place, the right time, the right people, the right size. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
Hi, Big Blue fans. I'm Dave Baker, and you know, I know a little something about great teams and their starting five. Now, the team at Total Pharmacy Care has 5 locations to serve you. Talking Pikeville and Phelps and Belfry, Prestonsburg and Martin. No cards, candies, or perfume, just a team of pharmacists dedicated to filling your prescriptions and getting it right. Tell your doctor to send your prescriptions to Total Pharmacy Care. It's not just a name, it's a promise.
Would you rather pay $650 or $66 for a smartphone? Simple. With the Appalachian Advantage plan. Pay less up front and then just a few dollars more every month. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
I'm trial attorney Ray Jones, and I represent people who've been injured through no fault of their own. Some law firms advertise with gimmicks and catchy jingles. Why? The real question is, what kind of results have they obtained for their clients? How many cases have they tried? And what were the results of those trials? Because trust me, insurance companies know the answers to those questions. Helping injured people, it's what we do. Because the lawyer you choose does matter. I'm trial attorney Ray Jones.
It's here, 2021. Just like you, Walters Mitsubishi is celebrating the 3 truckloads of new Mitsubishis that just arrived. Shop our entire inventory at waltersmm.com.
Remember, when others won't, Walters will.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.
Welcome back to Appalachian Wireless Arena 24-10 here at the half. And Larry, we talked about Kyra Looney having some issues in the first half. We don't know if that was an illness or could have been an emotional deal, because she lost her sister Kaylee Looney, 21 years old, to cancer this year, and just a tough way to go. And 2020 will be a year we're all going to want to forget.
Right.
But she's wearing number 1, and was it Zoe Johnson that used to wear it?
No, that was Lacey Johnson. Lacey Johnson, that was her number. Coach Rowe was telling us, and Lacey, that number 1 was the number that her
Kyra Looney's, right,
when she played over at East Ridge, and
Kaylee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Lacey went to her and said, "If you want this number, I'll give it to you." So that's the number that Lacey had always wore, but she gave it to Kyra to wear this year. So I think this is their first game that they played, and during the time out there in the first, she came a little emotional and had to go to the end of the bench, gather herself, but she made it back out on the floor. So that was
still
great
playing.
to see.
That's
So
right.
she's playing with a heavy heart, and we can understand what she's going through.
Our best wishes and prayers go out to her and her family on this.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're about ready for the second half. Looks like Shelby Valley will have the basketball to start the second half as the teams leave their respective benches and come out onto the floor. And looks like Cassidy Rowe is going to get into the backcourt. Lacey Johnson will step out of bounds and bring it into her. So we're about ready to get started. 24-10. Shelby Valley with the lead, and they'll have the basketball, as we said, as Rowe brings it into the front court. And they quickly work it inside to Zoe Johnson. She's triple team, gets it back out to Lacey Johnson, 10-footer off the baseline, up and good. And we've got a stoppage in play for some reason.
Oh, delay of game warning. They must have knocked the ball out of bounds.
Oh, okay. I know I've seen the basketball go rolling down to the end of the arena. And now Shelby Valley will come out in that 2-2-1 full court pressure again. As Paintsville breaks it, here's Hayden with it. She'll get it back over to Canute. Canute works, and they're going to the, look like a half-court trap now, Charlie.
Yep.
Here's Canute down in the corner, and three in the air. That is Hayden. No good. Rebound comes off to Shelby Valley. Ellswick. And beautiful no-look pass to Lacey Johnson inside. No good. Gets her own rebound. Brings it back out on top of the row. Over to Ellswick. Back to row. Open for a three, and count it.
That's 6 now for Rowe. Both of them on threes.
29-10, and here's a steal off the press. That's Lacey Johnson comes up with it, gives it over to Rowe. Over on the side, here is Looney. Kyra Looney knocks in the three, and Shelby Valley comes out hot here in the third quarter and extends her lead 32-10. Here's Paintsville into the front court with it. Helton shot up, no good. Rebound comes off. That's Looney with it, and she's tied up. Ball take, no. Didn't hear the whistle, but they call a tie up, and Paintsville will have it.
32-10, all of a sudden, Shelby Valley up by 22.
Yeah, they really extended out. They've come out hot here in the second half.
8-0 run to start the half.
Got a looker watching in from Tollers Creek, Ronnie Kidd. And here's the pass knocked out of bounds by Rowe.
Talking to Dodo before the ball game, and you know, coaching change at UK. He said he talked to the coach, said if you don't want her, she's no. Said I'm one recruited her, I'll take her. So she's still going to go to UK.
Yeah, well, you know, she committed to them in the 8th grade,
right.
I think. And here's Helton's, and we've got a timeout.
Paintsville, yep.
Yes, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. 32-10, 6:08 left, third quarter. Shelby Valley with the lead.
So we'll stay right here with it. We'll stay right here with it.
Yes, we will.
Yep. Huh? Everything's good. It's 30-second timeout. That's what we'll do here for a few minutes. Says that, you know, Shelby Valley on an 8-0 run to start the second half. They've really turned up the defense and everything on it. That's what's kind of changed that game. They've gone up. They're trying to speed the game up where Paintsville was trying to slow it down.
Exactly, and that's the reason they've went to their full court pressure. Paintsville will have it out of the timeout. Paintsville hasn't scored here in this third quarter, have it?
Nope. 8-0 run.
And we're about ready to get back to action as Helton will step out of bounds. She'll bring it in to Canute. Canute working against Rowe. Down the left side, hesitation dribble, now in the lane, kicks it back out on top. Priest with a three, good.
That's good, nice shot.
Emily Priest, and that's her first bucket. And Paintsville, have they still had a two-point bucket yet, Charlie?
No.
All their made field goals are three-pointers. There's Johnson down inside, no good. Rebound comes off to Priest. She'll give it over to Canute into the front court. Canute works top to circle, picks up her dribble, now kicks it over. Here's Priest, down into the corner. Here to go, that's McCahey. Back to Canute, and over to the right corner, McCahey, and shot no good. Zoe Johnson comes off the rebound. Here's a baseball pass to Johnson over to Ellswick, and what have we got?
We'll get charged. It'll be on
And it is. Nice defense that time. Didn't see who took that charge. Was that Canute, maybe?
No, I believe that was Hayden.
Okay. So Paintsville will have it in the backcourt. It comes into Canute. Shelby Valley still in that full court pressure defense, a 2-2-1 over to Canute. Comes back, cross over to Helton. Now they break it, gets into the front court and try to get it inside to Priest, but he's knocked out of bounds by Shelby Valley. He had to stay with the Lady Tigers. 4:56 left here in the third quarter. 32-13, Shelby Valley with the lead.
Priest tried to take it up inside.
And working around now. Just the arc, as Paintsville has all their players outside the arc. Now Priest comes to the free throw line. Canute, top of the circle. Looking for a screen from Priest, and here's a dive to the bucket. Cut off, get back over Canute. Baseline runner, no good. Battle for the rebound. Canute come off with the rebound and then was tied up, and it'll go over to Shelby Valley. .421 left.
32-13, Shelby Valley. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Rowe brings it into the front court. Works it down the right side, back out to Rowe. Back over to Looney. She hit a three earlier from that same spot. Here's Zoe Johnson down the lane and a little 4-foot hook up and good. Well, I tell you, she looks good for a freshman, doesn't she?
14 for Zoe.
And Paintsville working against that pressure in the backcourt. Here's Canute, gets over to Priest. And here's Hayden, three, too long. Rebound comes off to McCahey. Back out Priest, top of the circle, three, rattles out. And battle for the basketball. Johnson comes up with it for Shelby Valley. Gets it over to Rowe into the front court on the move. Over into corner. There's Ellswick, drives the baseline, kicks it back out. Looney's shot no good. Gets her own rebound, comes out to her. Johnson back over to Rowe, and they'll reset. And here is a three. Looney, good. That's her second. And we've got a timeout. 3:17 left here in the third quarter. 37-13, Shelby Valley. We'll be right back. This is the Mountain Sports Network.
Buying a home, it's likely the largest purchase you'll ever make. And choosing a bank is one of your most important decisions. Choose wisely. Choose Community Trust Bank to get you home. With over a century of mortgage experience, we're committed to the highest standards of personalized service. For strengths only a community bank can offer, look to Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Come see the lineup of all new 2021 Harleys at MineShaft Harley-Davidson in Pikeville. BB's Smokehouse and Pub in Pikeville is now open for dine-in and takeout. Check out our Facebook page for daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. BB's Smokehouse and Pub specializes in only the finest hickory smoked meats and highest quality steaks. If you're looking for a friendly atmosphere where you're more than a customer, then BB's is the place to be. BB's Smokehouse and Pub, located at 130 Mayo Circle, just off US 23 South Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. 37-13 with 3:17 to play here in the third. Shelby Valley leading Paintsville, Larry.
Yes, they are. Paintsville with only 3 points so far here in the quarter. That was a three-point bucket. And we've got, as Charlie said, right at 3 minutes left third quarter, Paintsville has not hit a 2-point bucket yet. All the field goals has been 3-pointers. And they're working against that half-court trap for Shelby Valley, and they're going to be a foul
Johnson,
called.
yep.
And that's only the second team foul for Shelby Valley, only 2 for Paintsville. Not very many fouls called and not very many foul shots in this game, Charlie.
Well, nobody on the floor for Paintsville has a foul on them. And nobody, Shelby Valley got more than one.
And Paintsville working with it here. That's Hyden with it. Hyden works down the left side and comes cross court with it into the game now. Abby Maynard. And she falls down and is tied up, and he's going to stay with Paintsville. Encourage anyone that's watching us on our Facebook page, like and share and let us know where you're at. What's your location? Hope you're enjoying the game as Paintsville looking to bring it in, and it comes in to Canute. Canute working at the top of the circle. Rowe guarding her. Works it down in the corner. That is Hyden with it. Comes back out on top to Helton. Helton drives, kicks it into the corner. 3-point shot up and good. That is Canute. And that's her first points of the night. If I'm not mistaken, she was the leading scorer.
Well, she's tied for leading scorer now with 3.
Yeah. Well, there was a whole lot more. Here's Ellswick, and she's fouled. She puts it up from the free throw line.
And the foul will be on Helton. Her first, team's first.
If I recall, Ellswick was 0-2 from the line in the first half, wasn't she?
Nope. She didn't shoot a free throw.
Oh, okay. Thought she shot 2. First one's up and good.
That was Priest that was 0 for 2. Actually, Priest is 1 for 4 right now.
Ellswick will have one more. Clock stopped for 2:07. Ellswick's second one also good.
Shelby Valley's, that's the first free throws of the night for them.
Oh, okay. 39-16. They extend their lead. And here is a near steal, but a foul call. And that's going to be on 30. Kelsey Owens into the ball game.
And let's see.
Looks like Priest coming back into the ball game for Paintsville. 2 minutes exactly here in the third quarter. It's 39-16. Paintsville with it and got a timeout. It's going to be a full. 1:57 left in the third quarter. 39-16 Shelby Valley. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
I was a cheerleader. I had a decent growing up. I feel like it was just out drinking with friends, and then it turned from drinking to smoking weed, then doing pills. It just progressed. And I just said enough is enough, and I didn't want to live that life anymore. There's hope for everyone. Today, I can be an employee, I can be a mother, I can be a genuine person today. All those things I couldn't be before.
There is hope. There is help. Frontier Behavioral Health.
For nearly 20 years, Jeff Coleman and the folks at City Tire have served the automotive needs of those in Pike and surrounding counties. City Tire has moved to a bigger and better location on South Mayo Trail across from Pikeville Florist. We still offer competitive prices on Cooper, Firestone, Michelin, Goodyear, Bridgestone, Nexen, BFG, and Continental tires. City Tire also offers wheel alignments, custom exhaust, oil changes, and much more. Take advantage of our brake special now starting at only $79.95. Call City Tire at 606-437-3005. City Tire, 110 Freddie Lane, just off South Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
And we're back to action here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. 1:50 left, third quarter, 39-16. Shelby Valley over Paintsville. Paintsville has it. Canute, top of the circle. Works it over on the side. Back to the top of the circle. Helton with it. Canute. And working hard inside is Priest, but they just can't get it in there to her. And then here is Hyden driving the baseline. She's going to be fouled. And we've got a person looking in from Berea. following the Lady Cats. We don't know which one that is.
Well,
both of them's Lady Cats.
You're right.
Shelby Valley and Paintsville. Free throw up and good by Ava Hayden. She'll have one more. That's 5 points for her now tonight. She's the leading scorer, and second one's no good, and cleared off the board for Shelby Valley. Into the front court. They'll come, work cross over to Looney. Ellswick down the lane, shot up and good. And that's number 30, Kelsey Owens, in the ball game scoring for Shelby Valley. And the person from Berea looking in is following the Shelby Valley Lady Cats. Paintsville working in the front court. Here's Canute, three in the air, no good. Rebound comes off, that's Ellswick with it. And
Nice
quickly
pass.
it goes. Looney puts it up and in. And the ball only hit the floor one time, Charlie. Had 3 passes, and that's the way you run the fast break.
Looney has 8 points here in the third quarter.
Well, she's the leading scorer of the game as we're working down to 35 seconds. It's 43-17 now. Paintsville with the lead. And here's a 3 put up, no good by Helton. Rebound comes off by Priest and puts it back up and in. 43-19, 20 seconds left. See if Shelby Valley works for the last shot. As Meade works top of the circle. Comes cross over to Rowe, 3 in the air, count it.
That's her third one of the night.
And we got 3 seconds, 2, and Paintsville's not going to get the last shot off. So at the end of 3, it's 46-19, Shelby Valley over Paintsville. We'll send his station be back for fourth quarter action this year in the Mountain Sports Network.
Place, the right time, the right people, the right size. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
Hi, Big Blue fans. I'm Dave Baker, and you know, I know a little something about great teams and their starting 5. Now, the team at Total Pharmacy Care has 5 locations to serve you. We're talking Pikeville and Phelps and Belfry, Prestonsburg, and Martin. No cards, candies, or perfume, just a team of pharmacists dedicated to filling your prescriptions and getting it right. Tell your doctor to send your prescriptions to Total Pharmacy Care. It's not just a name, it's a promise.
46-19, Shelby Valley leading as we get ready to head into this fourth quarter of play. And the Wildcats put up 22 in that quarter and outscored Paintsville 22-9, Larry. And Kyra Looney led the scoring in that third quarter with 8, 2 threes and a deuce.
Shelby Valley is clicking in that corner. And they'll have it start this fourth quarter. Here's Rowe with it, comes cross over to Meade. And Looney comes cross over to Rowe. 3-pointer in the air, comes up short. Battle for the rebound. Boy, I tell you, working hard in there was Ava Hayden. In there amongst the tall timber. And here's a steal by Rowe. And Canute's coming back, and Rowe just goes around her and puts it up and in.
Castro in double figures with 11.
And Paintsville works into the front court. Here's Canute with it. Kicks it back out on top. That's Helton with it. Helton works round. Top of the circle, back over to Canute. Down in the corner it'll go to Hayden. Cross over to Helton. And Paintsville just working around the 3-point arc right now. Shelby Valley is back in the 2-3 zone. Got the big lead, just content to let them work the clock.
So, you know, you want to shoot the 3, well, you can have it. You're not going to get it in the paint.
And now they try to go down to Priest, but pass was too long, out of bounds. Turnover, Paintsville. Got number 32 coming in lineup for Shelby Valley, Sarah Robinson. Looks like tomorrow night, Charlie, it's going to be Shelby Valley and Pikeville, and that ought to be a dandy. As Rowe works it into front court, inside, kicks it back out. Here's Looney, 3, count it. Kyra Looney, 3 3-pointers here in the second half.
Puts her in double figures with 11.
And the lead now is 51-19, 6:15 to go here in the ball game. Canute working in the front court, top of the circle. Looking down the right side, now goes to the left side over to Hayden. Back to Canute. Now it'll go over to Helton. Canute takes it back. Helton and Hayden just switching corners with it, and they try to go inside to Priest again. And ball knocked out of bounds by Shelby Valley. Here to stay with the Lady Tigers. And Charlie, if things works out through the regular season, as shots no good by Canute. Canute gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. We could have at least 3 matchups between Pikeville and Shelby Valley.
You're right.
And here on the other end, there's Looney. Step through, left-handed shot up, no good. Rebound, that's Owens with it. Her shot's blocked, and Paintsville comes off with it. Canute got something on the floor there.
Yeah,
It looks like a bow or a ribbon or something. Official sees it, just not been able to get over to get to it. Need to get that moved in case one of the players steps on it. Don't want to see nobody get injured.
You're right.
And Paintsville again working it around. Inside it goes to Helton, kicks it back out on top to Canute. Inside the 3-point line, no good. Rebound comes off to Ellswick. Kicks it over, and Looney puts it up and in. Beautiful break, that time led by the power forward, Ellswick. Alyssa Ellswick showing it all tonight.
She is.
And it's 53-21 with 4:40 left here in the ball game. Paintsville working, inside he goes, Priest, and Ellswick stands her ground, blocks the shot. Picks the ball up on the other end, kicks it over. Here's Looney, 3, count it, she's hot. 4 3-pointers.
16 in the second half.
56-21, we've got a timeout. Is it going to be a full timeout? We've not seen no indication. So we'll send it back to the station. Be right back. No, wait a minute. It's going to be.
Yep. I don't know if anybody made a call yet.
I don't know. The whistle blowed, so I'm not saying. I'm not sure anybody even had a timeout.
Yeah, we're thinking about it. No timeout.
No timeout. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
There was a whistle.
There was.
Stoppage of play.
Somebody thought there was a timeout.
It did. 56-21, 4:28 left. Paints will have it, bring it to the length of the floor.
Somebody got a 15-second timeout with one way or the other. That one, didn't it?
Yeah, that's half of 30. Yeah.
That's right.
Canute brings it in front court, works it over. That's number 3 in the lineup, Isabella Cherico.
Yeah.
And back to Canute. Comes cross over to Cherico, back to Canute. Now breaking cross is Helton, but they'll go back across the left side to Cherico. Near steal that time. Canute works down into the corner. Back out on top, it'll come to Helton. Helton works over, that's number 3, Cherico. And here's a long 3, Canute. No good. Rebound comes off of Looney. She's doing it all here in the second half.
She's had a good half.
And she throws it
pass,
inside, and Zoe Johnson can't handle it. Paintsville comes up with it. Canute into the front court.
Everybody.
You did. And here's a 3, no good by Helton, and we've got a foul on the rebound.
Zoe Johnson, I'm sure. Yeah.
And we got number 55, Bethany Tackett, into the lineup for Paintsville. And We got a timeout. 3:17 left in the ball game. 56-21, Shelby Valley. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
The same old cell phone? Want a brand new phone but really don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front for it? Then Appalachian Wireless has the deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $400 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front and a few bucks more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
I'm trial attorney Ray Jones, and I represent people who've been injured through no fault of their own. Some law firms advertise with gimmicks and catchy jingles. Why? The real question is, what kind of results have they obtained for their clients? How many cases have they tried? And what were the results of those trials? Because trust me, insurance companies know the answers to those questions. Helping injured people, it's what we do. Because the lawyer you choose does matter. I'm trial attorney Ray Jones.
It's here, 2021. Just like you, Walters Mitsubishi is celebrating the 3 truckloads of new Mitsubishis that just arrived. And listen to this price. A new 2021 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, save $3,700 when you buy it for $22,350. Choose any remaining 2020 model on the lot and get low financing and huge discounts for pre-owned. Shop our entire inventory at waltersmm.com. In 2021, just remember,
when others won't, Walters will.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. It feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up. I promise, things will eventually get better.
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena, 56-21. Shelby Valley leading with 3:17 to play here, Larry.
And Paintsville have it under their own bucket. That's Helton. Brings it into Canute, back to Helton. Helton comes around top of the circle now on the dribble. Kicks it down over to Cherico. Excuse me, that's Maynard, number 4, Abby Maynard. Maynard has it. Works it around now. That's Cherico on the other side. Helton back to Cherico. Abby Maynard, 3, and comes up short with it. Rebound comes off to Shelby Valley.
Look good.
Did. Shelby Valley into the front court and shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Paintsville and kicks it out. And losing the basketball, that is Cherico. Put it on the floor and couldn't get it back up off the floor to put it in.
Now, it could have been a dead spot in the floor, too. This floor where it's a they move it, removable floor.
And we got number 4, Momo Tuttle, in for Shelby Valley. And we got the running clock, Charlie. 56-21, 35-point lead.
So it'll be Shelby Valley basketball.
And here to come in to 0-0, Kylie Alvin into the game. Works it over to Tuttle. It's back to Alvin. Inside it goes. And let's see, that's number 20, that's Shannon. And she loses the basketball. Paintsville has it. That's Abby Maynard. But step back, baseline shot, no good. Rebound comes off to Shelby Valley. Into the front court we come. That's Alvin. Kicks it over to Tuttle. Back to Alvin. 3 in the air. Got it.
Nice shot.
Kylie Alvin. Wonder, they ain't got my roster in front of her. She's probably maybe a 7th grader.
Probably, yeah.
As Paintsville working into the front court now with it. And here's a shot put up, no good. That's the number 14, Bailey Porter, into the lineup for Paintsville.
See, we've got 10, Candace Trump.
7th grader, Kylie Alvin.
Got a couple more check in. 10 is Trump. Let's see. Let's catch all the new numbers here.
59-21, Shelby Valley. It's 45 seconds.
Hannah Robinson.
And he works over to the corner. Here it comes back out to Alvin and tries to go down on the baseline, but it's stolen away. That's Cherico with it. She's on the dribble. Now she holds up, kicks the top of the circle. Down in the corner it'll go. Shot up and no good. Abby Maynard gets over number 14, puts it up and in. That's Bailey Porter. 59-23, only 16 seconds left, and Shelby Valley's going to have Alvin just to dribble it out at the top of the circle. We're down to 10 seconds. So tomorrow night it's going to be Shelby Valley and Pikeville, 8 o'clock right here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena, championship game of the 15th Region Girls OA Classic. So we're going to send it back to the station, and we'll be back shortly with some final stats and comments. 59-23, the final, Shelby Valley over Paintsville. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Buying a home, it's likely the largest purchase you'll ever make. And choosing a bank is one of your most important decisions. Choose wisely. Choose Community Trust Bank to get you home. With over a century of mortgage experience, we are committed to the highest standards of personalized service. For strengths only a community bank can offer, look to Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Come see the lineup of all new 2021 Harleys at MineShaft Harley-Davidson in Pikeville. BB's Smokehouse and Pub in Pikeville is now open for dine-in and takeout. Check out our Facebook page for daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. BB's Smokehouse and Pub specializes in only the finest hickory smoked meats and highest quality steaks. If you're looking for a friendly atmosphere where you're more than a customer, then BB's is the place to be. BB's Smokehouse and Pub, located at 130 Mayo Circle, just off US 23 South Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Welcome back to Appalachian Wireless Arena. The championship game set tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Shelby Valley Pikeville girls. And we'll be right back here to bring you that. But tonight, Shelby Valley 59-23 over Paintsville, and Charlie's got some final numbers.
Yeah, Shelby Valley dominated the stats. We'll go start off with the Paintsville Tigers. They ended up with 17 rebounds and 10 turnovers on the night. See, nobody in double figures. They were led in scoring by Ava Hilton, Kernute, Priest, all with 5 each. 3 each for Mulcahy and Chirico, and 2 for Baldwin coming off the bench for their 23 points. For Shelby Valley, an impressive 32 rebounds on the night. Only 5 turnovers for the Wildcats. They were led in scoring with Zoe Johnson's 14, 11 for Ellswick, and 16 for Kyra Looney. She ended up being this leading scorer all in the second half. I apologize.
Yeah, she was hot that second half.
In double figures again, Cassidy Rowe with 11. 3 points for Alvin, 2 points for Owens, and 2 for Lacey Johnson as the Wildcats come up with the big 59-23 lead. And both teams shot the three-pointer very well tonight, Larry. Let me see if we figure out how many they had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Paintsville, and Shelby Valley had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 three-pointers for Shelby Valley.
I think Looney had 5 herself, didn't she?
Looney ended up with 4. Cassidy Rowe had 3. Alvin had one, and also Alyssa Ellswick had one. So big win for Shelby Valley. They'll move on to the championship game at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Again, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, live on everything. Channel 5, Channel 105 HD, on WPRG.TV, WPRG.TV, Facebook, WPRG, YouTube, and also on radio on WXLR and WXKZ radio, 104.9, 105.3. So if you don't find out what's going on in tomorrow night's game, it's your fault.
That's exactly right. So that's going to wrap it up here for us tonight. As Charlie said, it's 59-23, Shelby Valley over Paintsville. Valley and Pikeville tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. I'd like to remind you again, if you can't make it out, don't feel comfortable coming out, you can tune us in. So for Eli back to station, for Alex on the camera, Charlie Pensa, this is Larry Cecil saying so long and good night. We'll see you tomorrow night on your Intermountain Sports Network.
I was a cheerleader. I had a decent growing up. I feel like it was just out drinking with friends, and then it turned from drinking to smoking weed, then doing pills. It just progressed. And I just said enough was enough, and I didn't want to live that life anymore. There's hope for everyone. Today, I can be an employee, I can be a mother, I can be a genuine person today. All those things I couldn't be before.
There is hope. There is help. Frontier Behavioral Health.
For nearly 20 years, Jeff Coleman and the folks at City Tire have served the automotive needs of those in Pike and surrounding counties. City Tire has moved to a bigger and better location on South Mayo Trail across from Pikeville Florist. We still offer competitive prices on Cooper, Firestone, Michelin, Goodyear, Bridgestone, Nexen, BFG, and Continental tires. City Tire also offers wheel alignments, custom exhaust, oil changes, and much more. Take advantage of our brake special now starting at only $79.95. Call City Tire at 606-437-3005. City Tire, 110 Freddie Lane, just off South Mayo Trail in Pikeville.
The right place, the right time, the right people, the right size. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life. Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
Hi, Big Blue fans. I'm Dave Baker, and you know, I know a little something about great teams and their starting five. Now, the team at Total Pharmacy Care has 5 locations to serve you. We're talking Pikeville and Phelps and Belfry, Prestonsburg, and Martin. No cards, candies, or perfume, just a team of pharmacists dedicated to filling your prescriptions and getting it right. Tell your doctor to send your prescriptions to Total Pharmacy Care. It's not just a name, it's a promise.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a brand new phone but really don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front for it? Then Appalachian Wireless has the deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $400 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front, then a few bucks more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
I'm trial attorney Ray Jones, and I represent people who've been injured through no fault of their own. Some law firms advertise with gimmicks and catchy jingles. Why? The real question is, what kind of results have they obtained for their clients? How many cases have they tried? And what were the results of those trials? Because trust me, insurance companies know the answers to those questions. Helping injured people, it's what we do. Because the lawyer you choose does matter. I'm trial attorney Ray Jones.
It's here, 2021. Just like you, Walters Mitsubishi is celebrating the 3 truckloads of new Mitsubishis that just arrived. And listen to this price. A new 2021 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, save $3,700 when you buy it for $22,350. Choose any remaining 2020 model on the lot and get low financing and huge discounts for pre-owned. Shop our entire inventory at waltersmm.com. In 2021, just remember,
When others won't, Walters will.
I want to talk about a subject that's a little bit hard to talk about. Some of you out there may feel like you're at the lowest point in your life. Feels like it's never going to get better. You feel like the only option out there is to end your life. I promise, that's not the only option, and in fact, that's not an option at all. Taking your life doesn't end the pain, it gives the pain to other people. Keep your head up, I promise, things will eventually get better.